In Rockand County, we're served by an all-volunteer firefighting force. In every community, we're helped by people who give their time and businesses who give them a chance to give their time to help our community and save it from harm. Please consider helping by allowing your employees to volunteer their time to make our community safer.
One needs to reinvest oneself back into the community. And as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, one finds a lot greater satisfaction in giving than receiving.
It pays to invest in our future. It's a good business investment. If you have to support us through your property tax, your tax is going to go up dramatically. If you look at your tax bill, school taxes are number one, law enforcement number two. If we have to go paid over the next dozen years or so, the second highest amount on that tax bill is going to be firefighting versus law enforcement will go to number three. It'll cost that much. To man a ladder truck 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is well over $1 million just in payroll, just for one truck. The apparatus are very expensive today, and the cost of maintaining the firehouse and the equipment and all that, insurance, $1 million a year just to man one fire truck. So it's in your best interest to invest in us.
Liberty Mutual has a history of getting involved with firefighters. One of the things that really developed out of that was a program called the Firemark Award. And actually there are reps like myself across the country that will every year will give them out to different volunteer firemen. We are trying to recognize these volunteers in some small way with a plaque and recognition across the country to let them know that we do appreciate what they do. And we are involved with the Rockand County Volunteer Firemen's Association with an insurance discount program which we offer. It's a little give back. You know, we can't pay these volunteers, but maybe we can give them discounts on their insurance, and other vendors can give discounts, and in that small way we are giving them something back.
Albright Electric implemented a program where we furnished smoke detectors, be it smoke detectors for the hearing impaired or just smoke detectors for people that didn't have the ability to put them up themselves. So the fire services provided the smoke detectors, and we instituted a program where we had contacted approximately 300 seniors/handicapped individuals, and we installed those smoke detectors. There was a cost associated with it because most of the detectors that we put in needed to be hardwired. The morale that it did for our employees was a lot more than dollars and cents could ever equate to.
If you get involved, your employees get involved, you'll have happier employees in your workplace, actually produce more.
We got involved in projects to try and encourage the larger businesses in Rockland to make accommodations for people on staff who might want to be part of the volunteer service or who already were. Our businesses had to understand, and I think that they do, that the important role that their employees would be paying brought credit upon them as well.
What we're looking to do is to bring in other business leaders from the community to get them to understand what the volunteers genuinely do and how they're a part of the community, how they're employees, how they can save their companies a tremendous amount of tax revenues by having volunteers. And at the same token, we're also looking to them for their wisdom and their guidance so that we can continue the process.
It's important that we have employees that are allowed to leave and go to calls and not be penalized. And we encourage employers to let their employees go, as long as they're not sacrificing safety. Strongly encourage you to allow your employees to respond to emergencies. Because during the day, who do we rely on?
I'm an employee. I don't go to every little call, but when the second alarm comes in, which means there's the second call, on top of the first call for the same location, it means they need help. I'm going. My boss has already said those things are okay.
County of Rockland has a policy to allow their employees to go. Even Pfizer's been allowing people to go for serious calls. But the mom and pop, the small businesses, are still the ones that support us. The local gas station, repair shop, your local plumber, electricians.
I had this store for close to 11 years. A small little deli in Teppan, and most of my time is spent there. And I figured I could help the community more where I spend more time at. I try to help out much as I can. And a lot of people don't understand. That's part of owning up a small business. If I'm taking care of a customer, I can't just take off. It doesn't work like that. When I first joined the fire department, the chief, the officers, they came and they pulled me to the side, and before I started, they go, the first priority is your family. Second priority is your work. Then is the fire department. It's because it's a volunteer, you're not getting paid for it, it's not the second important thing. It's your third important thing. It's always the family, then your work, then it's the volunteer.
When you see these trucks going on the road during the day, thousands of times a year, they're coming from somewhere.
We are the ones who will risk our lives to save your home or business.
We are the ones who need your approval to leave work to respond to an emergency.
We are the ones who save you over $150 million a year in property taxes.
And over $30 million a year in homeowners insurance.
We are the ones who don't get paid for what we do.
Support Rockland's volunteer firefighters.
Call the Fire Training Center or visit rocklandsbravest.org and find out how you can help.